shot, 6'3", number 0, Tyrese Maxey.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Paul George.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit, but he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation, and he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
So the New York starting five, they've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Ortiz in at the shooting guard position. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And there's Embiid. Then it's Paul George. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. And Doris, when you look around the league, there are still a handful of players coming along from... And the 76ers making a change here. Maxey's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside, George from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night, setting the floor for the Knicks. Robinson is out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Ortiz in at the 5. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and to make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Kevin?
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And it's the 76ers with the ball. After New York gets the 3, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grimes. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's McCain. He's got 8. Outside, Edwards. Outside, Maxey. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Here's McCain. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Ortiz, and he goes in for the dunk.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Brunson the pass to Ortiz. Towns in the corner. Beyond the arc. Pass to Ortiz. Clock at 6. Robinson dishes to Towns. Ortiz. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Ortiz has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And really the execution right now, flawless. And it's not going to be easy to come back on.
McCain's shot is off.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Anunoby passes to Ortiz. The kick out to Towns. And here's Brunson outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 12 in the game. Well, if we look back at when things began to and timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey. It's deflected.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's George. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And the Knicks hit again from deep.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Minot. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And he's good on the first of 3.
For Philadelphia, Minot taking 3 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Sixers ball.
To the wing right side. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pass to George, fires for 3, drills it from outside. George has got 6 points.
The countless hours Paul George has put into that three-point shooting, a huge part of his development.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Embiid. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Here's Ortiz. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Down low, Maxey, and the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got 19 points.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
The tray. Ortiz gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there. And the 76ers with some changes. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And Maxey subbed in for Jared McCain. Here's Maxey. Embiid, big time fadeaway.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
The Knicks leading by 16. Setting the floor for the Knicks. The two forwards, Bridges and Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns, and it's Ortiz in at the point guard. Outside, George knocks down the three.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Ortiz. He's covered by Maxey. And that one's good. Brunson.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Ortiz. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Knocks down the three ball.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Here's Minot. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. Ortiz grabs the miss. There's the drive, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
The three from George. It's rebounded by Anunoby. So it's New York now. Ortiz the miss. George, that's a two-pointer. He puts it again.
a defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you,